Let's get into social media. We want to make sure that you're using the fastest techniques possible, and that is using Facebook connected to your Instagram account. The great news is that in our social media section, we show you how to do it. The first step is to make sure you have a business Facebook and a business Instagram. We give you instructions to make sure you have both of those set up. All right. The next thing is to connect them together. Once you have those things connected, you get to use Facebook as a scheduling tool. It's free and it will auto post in advance to Facebook and to Instagram. There's other ways to do it. This is what we found is the fastest. So I'm going to pop over into social media. So you can see we have several different styles to choose from. I'm going to stick with Inspire Me today, just because I already have that one downloaded on my computer. If you want to be posting exactly what we already have prepared for you, you can download our images right to your computer or to your phone. You can copy the text right from here, especially if you just want to be posting every day. That's the fastest way to do it. If you're going to do this, toggle back and forth each day to Facebook and to Instagram. I want to keep you from doing that because I think that it's a waste of time. But if you want to do that, you can. The best thing to use is our Canva link. We give you all of our content every single month. It's a huge asset. The best thing about this is a lot of people want to put their logo on every post. It's honestly pretty easy to do. Once you have your logo in Canva, you literally just slide it around. Oops, I lost it. You slide it around here. I have a Mac, so I do Command C to copy it, but you can also just right click and copy. And then you can literally just move to each post and paste your logo on there. I kind of like to move it around. I'm a little bit picky about where I put things, so I move it around. I would copy it to each and every page. You can change the colors pretty easily. If you're into navies, maybe you don't love that we use black on everything. Maybe you like navy. So you can actually just change all of those black overlays to navy. Let's say the same thing with my text. Maybe I want all navy text. So I change it one time to navy. I click change all. And then throughout my entire social set, all of these will be navy. Go through the entire social set. You can also see every post is named by the date that it needs to be posted. Okay, once I have every post looking beautiful, just the way I want them to look. Next, I want to download all of these images to my computer. Okay. And I would just say use a JPEG. If you're doing the free version, it won't let you bump the quality up, and that's okay. If you are using the paid version, bump the quality up. Why not? And just download all to your computer. You're going to toggle back and forth between Facebook and this Canva social media set. So here I am in my business page. I'm going to go over here to publishing tools to create a post. All right. So here I am. You can see that everything is connected. You can see that your Facebook and your Instagram is connected together. All right. That is beautiful. I want to select them both. I'm going to hop back over to Canva. Here is my text. I'm just going to copy this. For me, it's Command C, or you could right click and copy. Okay. Either way, that's easiest for you. Hop back over to Facebook. I'm going to put my text in here. Boom. Then I'm going to add my photo. Now, I know from Canva that this is going to be posted on the 1st of the month. Okay. So when I'm copying this, I kind of take note of what day I'm working on right now. I'm working on the 1st of the month, but I already have the images downloaded onto my computer. So I upload that, and you can get a nice preview of what it's going to look like on Facebook. You can get a preview of what it's going to look like on Instagram. And then I'm going to go down here, and I'm not going to click publish now. I could, but I'm just going to schedule it. We're going to practice what it looks like to schedule. This is already March 1st, so I don't really need to mess with anything. You would just go ahead and click save and then click schedule post. All right. So I'm even talking, and this took me less than a minute. All right, let's do it again. Let's go to the next day. So I'm going to scroll down. Best kept secrets to selling your home. This is actually a great post. I love this one. So let's pop back over to our, to Facebook, to our publishing tools. Create post, click Facebook and Instagram, paste our text in here, and add our image. So I'm going to go over here. I know that it's named by the second, so I know that it's the correct post. I always like to do a little preview. If you're kind of thinking, oh, wait, do I like these tips or not? Am I okay with this? You can go in here and you could edit this. You could take something out if you feel like it's too long. You could add your own flair on here. You could add, another, pro tip or whatever. You could add your own hashtags. So you can add any of that or you don't have to. Again, I would just go in here, schedule post. I'm going to hit the second.
I mean, listen, I got to be honest, guys. Even myself, I mean, this can be overwhelming. I mean, I totally get it. What I would recommend, guys, is like, we can't take, if you go from zero, you really don't have anything planned out right now. Let's just take it step by step, right? You don't have to implement everything right now, but have a game plan to implement things across, the rest of the year, right? Where so today, if you just take one step and you do nothing other than, setting up your, a constant contact so that you guys can get situated on your newsletters, like just do one thing and make sure you get at least one thing done.
Yeah, that's a great point. Try and focus on one thing. And then once you start doing it, you'll get so used to it and it'll be so easy to do.
So we have a couple questions here on the chats, guys. So we want to get answers here for you. So what frequency do you recommend posting per week? So we typically post anywhere on our planned posts. We have anywhere to 4 to 5, usually a week. And then also you should be adding other things in there as you kind of go through your week, right? So whether you're doing stories, whether you're doing reels, like whatever you're kind of doing, we're fortunate to be in a career where there's entire television channels around what we do on a daily basis, right? So we have content everywhere we go with everything we do on a daily basis. But I would at least get those like 4 to 5 kind of planned per week. And then if you get busy and you don't remember to add something in, whether it's a just listed, just sold, under contract, picture of a model home, whatever it is, then at least you have that basis. And that's kind of what I think is just the most important, is to always have that baseline of things being posted, because we get busy and we forget. Always happens.
Yep.
And I wanted to show you, this is an example of one of our clients. And when he has extra time, actually, I think he does at the beginning of the month, he uses our video scripts. And you can see he had 155 views on his video. He just used one of our video scripts. He doesn't overthink it. He doesn't try to be perfect. And, I think there's some realness to that people love. So I think having a feed that's beautiful and showing realness, especially on your reels, your stories, I think it really has some great value to that. And like Shara said, the consistency makes a big difference, setting it up in advance. So when you get busy, you don't have to think about it. It really, makes a huge difference.
And don't get stuck on like how many people are following you or how many people are commenting on anything like that, because people use social media like they use Google right now, right? They're looking you up. They're not going to commit to liking your page or to following you, but they're looking you up always. So we have another question here. Should I turn my personal Facebook page into a business page? Great question. I personally have 2. So I have my business page and I have my personal page.
I don't think you can do that with Facebook.
You can't turn it into. Yeah.
You can't turn it into. Yeah.
I think the only advantage now, Alex, I'm sorry if you have a different version of this, but I think the only advantage to having a business page, it does add legitimacy to you, right? Having a business page on all of these platforms adds legitimacy. But if you want to do that auto posting feature, you have to have the business page on your Facebook and your Instagram. Alex, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, so you can change your Instagram into a business page, not your Facebook. You have to have a separate page within your page, I guess, within your Facebook. But the benefit, I guess, it depends on who you are when it comes to either creating a new Instagram business page or just converting your current personal one to a business page, because you can do that as well. And it's really, I personally have my everything combined, because that's who I am. I know I'm also going to post personal pieces on that page, because people just know that I eat, sleep, and breathe real estate. Whereas if you're like, Shara, for instance, I think you have 2 separate pages. And she only posts her personal page on her personal, because again, if you have like kids or family that you don't want to have, out to the world, because when your business page, you should have it public. It should not be private, so that everyone can look you up just like they would be able to with Google. So
yeah, I
that's,
think that's a real problem to have them private, because that's just it's like a roadblock for someone. They want to look you up. It's private. They're probably not going to request to follow you. So that's a really easy roadblock. Actually, Sabrina had a great question that I don't know that I know the answer to. Sabrina, I love your reels. I think you're doing an awesome job. We all follow you. We think that you're awesome. We love that you use some of our content. But I know you moved to a creator setting, and that does thwart efforts, I believe, for auto posting content. So, Alex, do you have any tips for that? I don't know that I have tips for auto posting in particular, because I do know that I think Instagram has kind of shut that down once you move to a creator.
yeah, we're
setting.
still like everyone, I think a lot of people are still fighting that with Instagram right now because they're doing this creator account, but they're not allowing you to do the normal things that you should be able to do.
I know Sharon and Alex both do a great job of this. And a lot of our agents that I follow do the same thing. When they're at a house that's beautiful or weird or ugly or whatever, they post about it in their stories. It's real, it's authentic, it gets great engagement. You can also share your own posts from your feed to your stories. That's very effective and very easy. Alex and Sharon, do you guys have any tips about that? I know you guys are both great at your stories.
If you have an assistant, you can also give your assistant access so that they could post as well. So that, that's one way to add additional leverage if you do have someone who could help you out with that.
Yeah, I would say just like, I know that we're always like in the thick of it when we're in showings and we're going through with our clients, but like, don't be afraid to just like have fun. And like, I think Angie or Shara said earlier, there's a whole network on real estate. So people want to see it and people love it. I mean, so when you're walking through a beautiful home, or when you see something really nifty, or if it's like super weird, as long as you're okay with, like, as long as there's no laws in your state or township or whatever it may be that says that you can't post something that's not your listing, I would post away, because they just love it.
And sometimes we just, again, we get busy and we forget. So one way that you can kind of train yourself into doing this is set alarms on your phone so that, your alarm goes off and it's like, just maybe it's 3 times a day, or maybe it's like once a day or twice a day. And it's like, post a story, right? Just a reminder. And like, literally, again, with our crazy schedules, like you can go post anything that you're doing at that moment. And if you don't have anything and you're home on your computer, like, checking out homes for my new clients, or awesome new house just got listed in my town for under 500, or whatever it may be. And just take a picture of your computer that you're on. So there's just a lot of different things you can do. And it's just about, being consistent with that though. See, any other questions, or is there anything that anybody's struggling with that we can here? Can you drop in the link for scheduling posts?
It's already in the portal. That's the best place to look for it. Go to social media, and then easy ways to post your social media. And we basically have a general tutorial, and then these individual ones that break it down. If you watch this and you're like, wait, I got a little lost, these are each really quick with step-by-step instructions. So head to the portal into social media and take a look at how to do that.
And
once
actually,
you get set up, really easy.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what, too, guys, if this is like, I need to focus on my real estate business, I don't have an extra hour where I can do this. We also do auto posting options. So to me, that was a game changer in my life when we started to auto post, because sometimes I would be consistent and then I would do half a month and then I would do a month, and I would be, you just get busy. I get it. So we do have the auto posting as well as an option. So if this is, just something that, is not your forte, or you don't have time to do it, leverage it, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to provide you guys with the leverage that we know you need, because we need it too. So we feel the pain.